Hello there, I'm just going to read you a Christmas story. I hope you enjoy it. It's called Christmas Wishes. On the night before Christmas, the tree was all hung with lights and with baubles that shone as they swung. The branches were dangled with glittering things, while the fairy perched high with her wand and her wings. There were presents wrapped shinily under the tree. There were green leaves and berries and cards hung to see. For at last it was Christmas, and late Christmas Eve is when Santa visits, or so folks believe. So we set out a drink and a Christmassy snack, with a note saying, "Santa, please put down your sack and nibble some Christmas cake. Give it a try, for it must be so cold in the midwinter sky. And here are some carrots for you, so crunchy and sweet. Your hard-working reindeer could do with a treat." Dad told us a story and Mum sang a song, and soon it was time to be getting along. So we hung up our stockings and went to our beds, as thoughts of our presents swam round in our heads. We lay in our beds as the minutes went by, but all we could do was wriggle and sigh. To stay up at Christmas just couldn't be right. In through our window the moon shone so bright. It must have been later than midnight, I guess, and our heads were all hot and our beds were a mess, when outside the window we heard a faint jingle, which made our hearts leap and our skin start to tingle. We crept to the window and stood on the ledge and spied in the sky an incredible sledge. It was pulled by 8 reindeer. The first had a nose that glowed quite as brightly as any red nose. The sledge had a cargo of sacks piled up high, which the reindeer had cantered across the night sky. And there, as we watched it, the driver leaned out, as both of us struggled to hold back our shout. His suit was bright red, his beard was right. "It's Santa," we whispered with gasps of delight. Our hearts started thumping, we didn't think twice, and downstairs we scuttled. What mischievous mice! Old Santa had come down the chimney and now was wiping the soot from his beard and his brow. He read all our messages, mumbled, "Let's see." Then he filled up our stockings and chuckled with glee. He nibbled some cake, and then what do you think? He turned round to face us and gave us a wink. He waggled a finger, but smiled as he said, "What cheeky young children, be off now to bed." There was nothing to answer, no nothing to say. We knew it was true, we had to obey. We scuttled back up to our window amazed, to catch a last glimpse. We gazed and we gazed. Old Santa was giving his reindeer a munch of the carrots we'd left and some apples to crunch. Then he reached for the reins as he jumped in the sleigh, and he called with a chuckle, "Now up and away." The reindeer clawed hard at the air with their hooves, till the sleigh slowly rose to the height of the roofs. And Santa waved down with a cry of delight. Merry Christmas, my dears, and a very good night. I hope you all sleep well and have a good night and a good day tomorrow. Happy Christmas.